We'll study in this chapter about the introduction to Cold War era. This section gives a background to the whole book. The end of the Cold War is typically seen as the start of the contemporary time in world governmental issues, which is the topic of this book. It is subsequently proper that we start the story with a conversation of the Cold War. This section shows how the strength of two superpowers, United States of America and the Soviet Union, was key to the Cold War. It tracks the dissimilar fields of the Cold War in various pieces of the world. The part sees the non-aligned movement, that is NAM, as a test to the predominance of the two superpowers and depicts the endeavors by the uncommitted nations to build up a new international economic order as a method for achieving monetary turn of events and political freedom. It finishes up with an evaluation of India's part in NAM and requests how fruitful the strategy from non-arrangement has been in securing India's inclination. The Cold War was a period of international stress between the Soviet Union and the United States and their separate partners, the Eastern Bloc and the Western Bloc, after World War II. Students of history don't completely concede to the dates. However, the time frame is, for the most part, considered to traverse the 1947 Truman Doctrine to the 1991 disintegration of the Soviet Union. The expression cold is utilized in light of the fact that there was no enormous scope battling straightforwardly between the two superpowers. Yet, each upheld major territorial clashes, known as intermediary wars. The contention was based around the philosophical and international battle for worldwide impact by the two forces, following their transitory coalition and triumph against Nazi Germany in 1945. The percept of commonly guaranteed annihilation debilitate a preemptive assault by one or the other side. Besides the atomic arms stockpile improvement and ordinary military arrangement, the battle for strength was communicated through roundabout methods like mental fighting, publicity crusades, secret activities, sweeping bans, contention at games, and mechanical rivalries. For example, the space race. The West was driven by the United States, just as the other first world countries of the Western Bloc that were by and large liberal majority rule, yet attached to an organization of dictator states, the greater part of which were their previous settlements. The East was driven by the Soviet Union and its Communist Party, which had an impact across the Second World. The US government upheld conservative governments and uprising across the world, while the Soviet government supported socialist coalitions and transformations around the planet. Virtually every one of the pioneer states accomplished autonomy in the time frame 1945 to 1960. They turned out to be third war zones in the Cold War. So that's it in this chapter, but in the next video we'll study about Cuban Missile Crisis. Till then, I'll take your leave. Goodbye and take care.